Hi, my name's Felicia Marquez. What's your name?
My name is Abby, and we're here at the Natural Bridges Visitor Center. We're standing in front of one of our interpretive panels that shows you the different animals that live in our tide pools here at Natural Bridges. Tide pools are a really special place, and over the next couple of sessions we're going to be talking about some of the different cool animals that live in our tide pools and that you might be able to find if you go out to the tide pools during a low tide. But first I want to talk about what is a tide pool, because a lot of people don't know that. Tide pools are created along the ocean's edge in rocky substrates, and they are carved out of the rock, scoured by the ocean waves and by rocks churning around in tiny pools. And these pools create oases for these animals to live during a low tide. Now every day the tide is changing all throughout the day. All the waters of the world are moving around, and they're being pulled by the moon and a little bit less so by the sun. And that creates a change in the edge of the ocean. So if you were to go out to the beach and set up your picnic blanket right at the edge of where the waves were crashing, if it was going towards low tide, you would find that the waves started crashing further and further away from your picnic blanket. But if it was going towards high tide, your picnic blanket would soon be covered in water. And that's because the edge of the water is changing. So we have waves that are happening all the time, and that's energy, but the tides are actually a move of the whole waters of the world, and especially along shorelines we see that. So tide pools are especially cool because during low tides our animals are exposed, and you can go out and see the things that are out at the tide pools. And during high tide the pools are covered and refreshed. So low tide the animals are dealing with stresses like sunlight, increased salinity, and warmth in their tide pools. And during the high tides they get covered up, the cool water and fresh salty water comes back in, and they can keep going on like they were before. So hopefully we'll have more time to talk about some of the other animals coming up soon.